Fire. That was our own boat.
This is tough to watch, man. A new explosion at the U.S. military base in Erbil, Iraq. This is a massive explosion. Look at that. Got the military warning sirens there. This is inside of the green zone in Iraq. Iraq has been now overrun entirely by protesters, as has consulates in Pakistan. These are the laws of unintended consequences. In Pakistan, they are having to shoot at least 32 people were shot dead by Marines who stormed the consulates there. Now bulldozers are being used to attempt to storm in Baghdad this morning. The scenes are absolute chaos. So they're commandeering bulldozers and trying to break in. You can see their explosions in the background as this is happening. You know, remember when we spent 10,000 American lives on Iraq for what exactly? To what end? So that we can be attacked in their capital city? You remember when we thought they'd greet us as liberators? How many times you got to make the same dumb mistake, man? Dude, look at this. Again, you can see the anti-disbursement munitions that are being fired. You can see the bulldozer being driven toward the entry. Totally overrun green zone in Iraq. Again, in Pakistan as well, multiple embassies set ablaze. 18 dead. I'm seeing 32 dead. And now US-sanctioned oil tanker hit off Oman coast. So now oil tankers are completely ablaze. This has the potential to, of course, be an oil spill and could potentially have some really, of course, terrible ramifications. A flagged oil tanker under U.S. sanctions was hit on Sunday off Oman's peninsula, injuring 4 of the people. The country's maritime security center said, without specifying what hit the vessel. The attack followed earlier drone strikes elsewhere in the Gulf territory, commercial port, and Arabian Sea. The incidents mark the first time targets near Oman have been hit following the wave of retaliatory strikes by Tehran on Gulf states after the U.S.-Israeli attacks on Iran plunged the region into a new war. A 20-person crew of the Skylight tanker was evacuated after the attack, which occurred 5 nautical miles north of the port, the strategic Strait of Hormuz. The Oman Maritime Security Center said on X. Initial information indicates injuries and varying severity of the crew, composed of 15 Indian and 5 Iranian citizens. Goodness. So they attacked their own ship. Skylight's registered owner is Sea Force Inc., managed by Red Sea Ship Management. Both could not be reached immediately. U.S. Treasury in December sanctioned the Red Sea Ship Management, along with other vessels, accusing the management company of its owners of operating a shadow fleet to transport Iranian petroleum. So the Iranians shot their own ship. Okay. Iranians attack oil tanker named Skylight near the Strait of Hormuz. You can see here, obviously, the ship is ablaze. Clearly going to be needing some major servicing and assistance. Is that even possible here? Also, could this lead to a massive oil leak? You know, it's crazy. 20 million barrels of oil passed through the Strait of Hormuz yesterday. Today, the number is 0 because Iran mined the water, not because the tanker was hit, because Lloyd's of London picked up the phone. War risk underwriters began canceling policies in the Straits after Operation Epic Fury launched. The Financial Times confirmed premiums surging 50%. Baseline war risk sits at 0.02% of whole value. A $100 million tanker, $250,000 per voyage. Peak escalation rates, $1 million per transit. Vessels linked to American or Israeli interests are becoming uninsurable entirely. No price, no policy, no passage. So you can see here, obviously, the insane amount of oil traffic that passes through this strait. This is Iran right here. These are the other Gulf states that are allied with America. This morning I wrote that you do not need to close the strait. You just need to make it uninsurable. It took 6 hours. A flagged oil tanker named Skylight was attacked 5 nautical miles off their port. And you can see it right here, burning. And then, what are you going to do? Casualties have been reported after oil tanker named Skylight that is sanctioned and allegedly an Iranian oil tanker operating in a shadow capacity. Dozens of ships are currently clustered around the strait, unable to cross. Iran may shut down the strait completely. 4 soldiers wounded. Goodness. So you can see here where the tanker was and how it was hit. And now it's burning, just sitting there burning. There's a photo. Attacked by Iran. 20 crew members evacuated, 4 injured. There were Iranians on board. Goodness. So we'll see what happens next. I mean, hopefully this doesn't mean some type of catastrophic, oil spill, but these kind of things are spilling over into our country. Obviously, there was a terrorist attack in Texas yesterday from an Islamic jihadist. Just call it what it is. He had a sweatshirt on that said, I'm serving Allah. He attacks and kills Americans in Texas. Obviously, 3 Americans are dead after multiple attacks yesterday by Iran on military bases. That's confirmed, maybe more. Now Tehran is getting absolutely terrorized, whatever you want to call it, just bombed to ashes. But Iran attacks U.S. aircraft carrier. Trump says no, that's not the case. We are the ones doing the attacking. Trump saying that they've sunk effectively all of the Iranian fleet. U.S. air bases, though, are hit in Qatar. Obviously, you could see that there are embassies under attack. So the law of unintended consequences here, man. Pray for stabilization. Pray for peace. That's why we advocate so firmly for America First policies on this program. This is the question for the administration. Can you convince and sell to the American people that this is an America First policy? That is the greatest question. It's your boy Benny. Like, share, and subscribe for updates. See ya.